Yes.
Hey Brad, how are you doing?
Doing good. A little stressed at work with COVID-19 going on. A lot of things that's going to come up from administration, putting a lot of weight on our shoulders. So we're running a jail. So you're in charge of roughly 130 lives every night.
Wow.
So it's rough.
So, what's stressful about the COVID-19?
Precautions as far as in like what we got to make sure is being done. As far as in, you're telling grown men what to do. As far as
Hmm.
in, like wearing a mask, cover your nose. It's kind of hard. They want to pull their mask down. I get it. You can't breathe so easily. So, you're telling a grown man, hey, cover your nose, COVID-19. It's like, I get you might not believe in it, but it's regulations. So,
Hmm. So does that I know from your perspective, does that make things stressful taking work home?
no, work home, maybe a little like, as far as how we're talking, a little therapy session, like I'm gonna say, like as long as my night went like this happened, X, Y, Z. That's as far as my de-stressor goes. For really getting off your shoulder, I guess you could say. Other than that, I don't take work home.
That's good. So how's life at home?
Life is great. I mean, it is stressful. We got a wedding coming up, so
Hmm.
me and my fiance are planning the wedding. And it's actually almost a year from now, so it's a lot of things that got to come into play financially. Getting everything set in phone, as in dates and everything.
Hmm.
But
So you say you and your wife or fiance have to plan financially. What is there any worry there between you two?
no, no worries. It's just a matter of getting it done. So there's just the execution part of it. The kind of like looking into it as far as in like say week by week, making sure it happens, everything. But as far as the stress between us or anything like that, or actually thought of it not happening or anything like that, we don't have that worry. It's just a matter of executing, having it done,
Hmm.
and therefore, so once it's off the plate, it's gonna be a lot better, I think.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be any restrictions because of COVID-19? Are you
Well,
worried about that?
hopefully not, but if it comes to it, so be it. There's clauses in the agreement as far as in switching the days. There's also clauses where they stated that we could always have an agreement, whereas in, if we don't want to wear a mask or anything like that, as long as something's written up, we'd have it where maybe sign agreements where we don't have to wear a mask ourselves, or so be it. But that would come in time.
Okay. So you say that you and your fiance, there's no stress between you two there, but what about everything else around you both? Is there stress dealing with family, having weighing in, maybe people not want you to go through with it because of, the COVID? Do you guys feel like you need to did you feel that you needed to postpone it a little bit? Was there any
No,
worry there?
I don't think there was any worries there. I mean, everybody's been pretty supportive. I can't think of one thing that hasn't been. Um, Other than that, as far as in COVID-19, no, nothing.
So what would make you want to proceed with, planning a whole wedding knowing that there's so many variables in the air?
Um, I mean, as far as in how I feel or anything like that, when it comes to her, there's no variables
Mhm.
whatsoever. I feel completely faithful, completely down to her. Other than that, it really is. This is our decision. As far as anybody else, at least we're gonna hear what people have to say, but if this is what we want, this is what we're gonna go for with it.
Okay, I like that. So, um, you guys are going to go through with the wedding,
Mm.
obviously, the whole planning. Now, what would happen if you could not proceed with it for
Uh,
that day? Like, what if they said maybe, a second wave hit and you had to wait? Like, do you think that would affect your relationship at all?
no, we just set a new date. Then we just have to wait for it. We might go see a Justice of the Peace or something like that.
Hmm.
Maybe we couldn't wait for like maybe a whole another year. If it came down to it, it'd be something we discuss. Nothing that we'd like jump like it's either this or nothing. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Um, we're both pretty open as far as in talking things out, so can't really complain about it.
That's good. So, does your fiance also see, any counseling that she may need?
No, not to worry. A lot of the talking comes between the both of us. So um, she's not maybe as vocal or anything like that, but you push and push and push, and it
Hmm.
finally comes out. Um, so I think more like any therapy session, we are very open with each other, very talkative.
Hmm.
Like I said, I mean, maybe she's like, all right, I'm not gonna do this unless you talk
Hmm.
to me. A little like little pinch it or anything towards each other to get like a little information.
Mhm.
But
A
other than
little
that,
relationship torture.
yeah, a little relationship toward, that's a good way to put it. But yeah, we have our thing like that, but we talk a lot. So I mean, a lot of our therapy sessions end up like that. So I think it keeps us pretty open.
Okay, I like that. Well, thank you, Brad.
Yeah, thank you.